This is Jeff Jennings with BIM Modular. Today we're going to cover how to manage the size of your Revit families when dealing with families that use type catalogs that are large type catalogs. Revit will, if you're not careful, will greatly increase the size of Revit family. And so we're showing you in this process how to avoid that so that you still have very, very large type catalogs and keep your family size as small as possible for use within projects. So to start, we've got a basic regular furniture table here. You see this file here is 788 kilobytes. It does have, I go into my properties, you'll see, it's got the material for the top, the base top, and then also dimensions as well too, including a formula dimension and descriptions. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and create a type catalog. In this case, it's going to be over 40,000 types to show an extreme condition of what happens with Revit when it reads, when you save files that use type catalogs. So we're going to go to File, we're going to go to Export, we're going to go to Export Family Types. And we're now going to go in the same folder where we have it and press Save. And you'll see here that type catalog has been created and it only has one type that we've done. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and into the BIM Modular Family Type Manager application and create all of the different manufacturer configurations that are available for the product. Okay, so I've opened up the BIM Modular Family Type Manager application under the Type Builder tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the manufacturer information they have, and we're just going to paste this into the builder here. And so in this case here, these are the values, these are the heights of tables they produce, the width of tables, the length, diameters of the legs, the type of material they use for the legs, top thickness, and the top countertop material type. So let's go ahead and generate all of our configurations that are available. And that's done, and it has generated 47,250 unique ways to build these tables. What we're now going to do is let's go ahead and just for fun of it, let's go ahead and transfer over all of them. So we're now going to transfer over all 47,250 different configurations into our select table. In this case here, we'll add some parameters and then we'll load this back into Revit. So in this case here, let's go ahead and name. So we have our type catalog named the way we want. So I'm gonna say this is our Viva brand. And we're gonna call this our height. And you look down here at the bottom left, we're actually updating all the names at the same time. So let's do our width. And this is our length. Let's also go and make sure we have our base name here. So, and also what I want to do is abbreviate. We don't want this information here like our type catalog, so let's just go ahead and abbreviate everything. So metal stainless, stone marble, wood birch, wood pine. Let's do this one over as well too. So metal, bronze, metal stainless, and stone marble. So that's done. Now that's much better. So we'll come back in here and finish up the rest of our naming. Let's go ahead and just close off this, go to our top information, throw an X, and close it out. All right, so we now have 47,250 different Revit families, all created with all of their customized names. So let's go ahead and just add a couple more columns in here and we'll update this family. So I'm just add some columns. Let's go and throw in 4 of them here. I guess we'll go in and give us all of our dimensions. So let's do our base, our top, just extract data, our description, and our dims. Now I'm just placing some regular Excel formulas in here to capture information and transfer those on down. There we go. Now everything's been customized by our part descriptions and our dimensions that we have for all of our tables. So at this point here, we're ready to transfer this data into our type catalog for use with our Revit projects and families. Let's go in here to our type catalog manager and let's go ahead and import in the catalog we exported earlier. and it's now going to read the file. That's the type catalog we have exported from Revit, and it's now being loaded into the type catalog editor. There we go, that's done. And now at this point here, we can begin the process of getting stuff organized. So I'm going to organize this table by a couple of deletions and copy paste. So let's just go ahead and just delete everything that we know we don't need. So I don't need the default elevation. I don't need the model. Let's go and delete that too. Let's go and grab and reorganize this too. So let's grab our these and insert. Let's grab our width, throw that in there. And we'll just make sure it's kind of matched what had the format that we want for people to read the type catalog when it opens. So we have our height, our width, our length. Let's go and grab our leggings. That was a formula. We don't need that in our catalog. We do want our diameter of our leg placed in there, and we want our dimension of our material for the base. And what else do we need here? We also wanted to throw in here my top thickness and my top material. And just inserting that here. So now we have a nice clean type catalog, exactly what we want. So I can come back in here into Type Builder, and we're going to copy and paste this data here into our type catalog. Let's paste our values. All right, that's copied, and we'll come back in here and let's grab also our dimensions and our dims. So copy that and come back to our catalog, and let's go ahead and paste those as well. Paste those values, and we now have all of our products. Let's scroll down here, and we'll see we've got all 47,250 different family types have now been created. So let's go ahead and now export this data. Export the file. Yes, create a backup. Yes, file's been created. And we're now generating the new text file with 47,250 family types, and that is done. So back in Revit here, you'll see that we have now exported out, and our new type catalog is 6.787 megabytes. We also had the backup file that was created with the original file export created. So now what we're going to do is we have not modified our family at all. This still has the exact same file that we had generated originally. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and open up a project, load the new type catalog into the project, and then afterwards what we're going to do is come back in this family and see what happens to the Revit family when we start saving files with large type catalogs. In this case, an extreme condition of this is a 6.7 megabyte file. So let's go ahead and go into File. Let's go into Open, let's say File, New, Project. So clean file, no templates, Imperial, and in this case here, we've got a interface open. I'll also go ahead and throw in a View 3D so we see what's going on here. So I'm going to now is insert my family, load a family, and let's go ahead and pick our family we have right here. Again, this is only 788 kilobytes. And it's going to open. Now what it's going to do here, it's going to read. I'm going to pause it and run the recording and timing, how long it takes to open up this catalog. All right, that type catalog took 1 minute and 3 seconds to open. All this catalog again is 47,250 parts. So let's just go through here and randomly pick. Let's scroll down a couple of thousand, pick some more, holding the control key, scroll down some more, pick some other sizes, scroll down some more, a few more thousand, and scroll down here near the bottom and pick some more in here. And let's just grab the very last one. So we now have picked out a lot of elements. Go ahead and click OK. And we have now loaded our type catalog. And let's go ahead and go to our furniture. And here are all the types we selected. Let me go ahead and just change our views and see what's going on here with the materials. And I'm just going to drop these families in here to see what's happening. So it's generated all different configurations with all of the material finishes and leg thicknesses, tabletop thicknesses, all in a matter of just a couple of minutes. We have every possible manufacturer option, and there you go. So X out of that, move this out of the way. And you can see now all your different heights available as well too, all done parametrically. Now, if I go back in here and file and save this file, save project, I'm gonna still keep the same locations, call this project 1, and press save. And you'll see right here, this file saved at 840 kilobytes. So still a small file. So the size of the type catalog does not have any impact on the file size at all, and we still have not impacted the family itself either. So all good news. So now let's go through the process of what happens when you save a Revit family that has a large type catalog. So let's go through there now and do that. So come back into our family now. And by going ahead and let's keep it as is, this is all matching as it needs to. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the timer here because we're going to have to time this. I'll pause the video as well and show how long it takes to save this file. So I'm gonna go here and do File and press Save. And I'll start the timer and add a couple seconds. All right, the file just saved. It took 3 minutes and 10 seconds to save the whole entire file. As you see up here, what happens is this: that 788 kilobyte file with a 6.7 meg family type catalog generated on the save. The new family size is now 61.5 megs. So you want to be very careful when you are saving a Revit family that has a large type catalog. Now, again, this is extreme at 47,000 family types, but you can see what happens here with this process. So when you are saving Revit families that do have large type catalogs, the recommended step to take is to temporarily go in there and just give your catalog a prefix value, suffix value, something of a different name. Then when you go into Revit here, let's go to File, Save As, Save Family, keep the same name, press Save. What you can also do up here is do your compact file again and press Save. And you'll see here now, Revit's going to resave back to the same size, or with compact, even smaller size. Then you can go back into your type catalog and make sure that your type catalog is back to renaming and matching your family name. At that point, you're ready to go. So you know you won't have any impact with your project size for your type catalog when using large type catalogs. You know how to resave your family to avoid excessive growth in family size. And that takes care of the process. So appreciate you watching the video. Thank you.